Welcome to We the People. This is the time when India's political establishment has come under scathing public scrutiny. This is also the time when Parliament yet again just refuses to function. The latest flashpoint, of course, has been the government decision to bring foreign direct investment into the retail sector. The opposition parties are arguing that the government has shown disrespect for the opposition and for Parliament by not allowing either a debate and a debate with a vote. The government is saying this was an executive decision, it's none of your business. But there's a larger question, perhaps a politically incorrect one that needs to be asked. Given how Parliament is increasingly functioning, is Parliament relevant at all? Manishankar Iyer, if I can start with you. Somebody famously said that, irrelevance is something that politicians need to fear much more than distrust. Do you think that we are at a point when, for the wider public, what happens at Parliament is really irrelevant to their daily lives and even to how they relate to politics?
No, I think Parliament is the core of all democracy. And a functioning Parliament is the core of a functioning democracy. And because we don't have a functioning democracy, I can only talk for the Rajya Sabha because I don't get the chance to get to the Lok Sabha because the Lok Sabha gets adjourned before I can walk across there. But there is as determined an effort to close down our Parliament by disruption as Hitler when he set fire to the Reichstag to stop the Parliament from functioning in Germany altogether.
This is not vintage money hyperbole. Yeah.
We completely lost the winter session of 2010. We totally lost the monsoon session of 2011, and we've now lost the first 8 or 9 days of this winter session of Parliament.
But isn't it a failure of politics?
On the very few days, when the House functions, I find that the debate is of an extraordinarily high order, and most of the time the Treasury benches are able to effectively answer the criticism of the opposition. So I suspect that there is a method behind this madness. They don't want the Treasury benches to defend themselves, and the wretched business of allowing TV cameras into the premises of Parliament means that the disruptor is the one who runs out of the House first, gets before the TV cameras and announces in 2 minutes what ought to be discussed over 12
Inside
hours.
Parliament. All right. You said a lot of stuff in there, Chandan, including calling your party a bunch of Nazis. And both of you, both of you went to the same college. But this isn't about a St. Stephen's Debating Society subject. This is a really serious question. The country looks at Parliament, and yes, all of you are trying to convince Anna Hazare that don't invalidate the sanctity of the parliamentary process. Where is the parliamentary process?
Yeah, I'll answer you because you asked some serious questions. Mr. Iyer does not have to be taken seriously because I don't think he really knows what he's talking. I would only like to say that in the last 1 year or so, I find that the government has been more responsible. I'm not absolving the opposition, including my party, of disruption. But the government has been more responsible for disruptions that have happened in Parliament, such as the last winter session, exactly 1 year ago.
And why is the government responsible? You think it's the government's responsibility to create consensus?
Look, of course, the primary responsibility is that of the government.
To Mani's point, that we are ready to debate, but the opposition doesn't want to debate, it's scared of losing the debate.
No, you tell me what they've done on FDI. Was there any need
to do this while
Parliament is in session, knowing full well the stated positions of various parties, including the BJP, that were opposed to FDI? Why do it now? You are asking for the trouble, and now to say that it is an executive order. No, that doesn't solve matters.
Mani, just a quick rebuttal before I take this to Derek and Jay. Is there also a failure consistently by your party to play a hand of good politics?
I don't think there can be any doubt that the floor management of the Congress party could be better. But there is no provision in the rules of Parliament for disruption as the answer to poor floor management. Whatever the issue, they get up and scream. They suffer from a disease called Aluwalitis. And my own solution to Aluwalitis is, let's make Ahluwalia, SS Ahluwalia, the Vice President of India in July, so that instead of disrupting the House, he can sit in chair.
It's like making the naughtiest boy monitor.
One minute. You see, in this very Parliament, this session, Congress party members
of Telangana. I knew that was
jumped into the well and disrupted
proceedings. That's why I said Ahluwalia is a disease. It's spreading like HIV all across Parliament.
Now, you see, these one-liners are okay, but they don't address the root of the problem.
They do.
The Congress is
one particular day, it was the Telangana MPs who did not allow the House to function. I think we should be honest and say this is not about one party or the other. This is a deeper malaise. We're trying to look at that on the program. Derek, I've seen you writing on Twitter constantly as somebody who's experiencing this really for the first time. How exasperating has it been for you?
The other parliamentarians you have here, Chandan Mitra is a 2-time parliamentarian. Yeah. My friend Jai Panda is a 3-time parliamentarian. Mr. Iyer is a 4-time parliamentarian. So I'm pretty much, and I'm very comfortable today feeling like the boy in kindergarten.
NDTV's cricket app, Android and iPhone. Fastest scorecard, special analysis, and much more. Download free. ndtv.com/apps.